Hello, I'm Red, and today on Red by Red, I'm going to be reading some r/PettyRevenge. So get ready to enjoy that petty feeling. Here we go!
Tell us we're slacking? Well, be prepared to be CC'd on every single email we send. I work for a place that you really need customers to come inside in order to do proper business. However, I also work for a place that due to COVID, we're not allowed to let customers inside anymore. All our work needs to be done through email or mail. You can see how fun this is. We are also only allowed one employee in the office at a time. The rest must telework on the day they're not scheduled to be in. It's an absolute disaster, but we're doing the best we can. I personally feel like we've been kicking butt considering the circumstances. But I guess I was wrong. Yesterday, my boss sends me and my co-workers, there's 4 of us total, an email saying that we've been slacking off and told us if we were unhappy we should find a new job. We were all flabbergasted, flummoxed, floored if you will. I was absolutely fuming because we have been busting our butt and she has the audacity to tell us we've been slacking while she never comes into the office. So we all decided that we were going to CC her on every single email we send out or reply to. Now we're coming up on a pretty big deadline soon, so we've been emailing out massive amounts of contracts and eligibility documents to be signed. I probably send at least 150 emails a day, same with my co-workers. Even if the emails that were only a simple "thanks, I got the document," she was CC'd on. She probably has been CC'd on over 500 emails in the last 24 hours. Still no word from her yet, but I'm really hoping she gets the point. If not, I'll just keep CCing her on every single email until the end of time. It's stupid and silly, but it's annoying her while at the same time proving her wrong about our work ethic. Win-win! I wonder if the business isn't doing so well and she was kind of trying to nudge someone to quit. I don't know. If you're enjoying these stories so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a like and subscribe while you're at it. Okay, here's another story. Post-breakup, stealing back my stuff. I was engaged to my ex and we were waiting for me to finish college before we got married. However, he ended up changing his mind and telling me God was calling him to be a priest. It was an horrific time for me. I still had a key to his house. He'd taken the one I had back, but my aunt and uncle had a spare as well that I needed to drop off. He knew this. They were out of town when this went down, so I couldn't get it back immediately. Anyway, they finally came home and I got the key. That's when I heard from one of his sisters who told me everything, that the God thing was a pathetic lie, that he was cheating on me, and that he used my ring to propose to her just the other day, not even 2 weeks later. She told me he'd been shunned by the family for this. They all loved me and asked to stay part of my life. The petty revenge? His sister told me he'd be out of town. He bought a house for us, but didn't have much stuff to go in it. Naturally, since I'd been living there too, I provided a couch, a bed, all the kitchen utensils, pots and pans, plates, basically most of the furniture. I got all my brothers, dad, cousins, and uncles involved, and we went over and proceeded to take everything I still had the receipt for, which ended up being everything but the food. I even took my dog, who I found out he was planning on selling. I left a little note to let him know he could buy all his own crap and I was simply taking back my stuff. So him and his new girl came home to an empty house. I did receive one message about it and him going to the police. I simply asked if he could provide the receipts for all of it, as I could. He never responded. To this day, it makes me giggle. I ended up giving everything away and my mum took my dog. She was going to wait until I finished college to give him back since my apartment didn't allow dogs. She decided to keep him instead. Now the dog is spoiled, happy and obsessed with my mum, and I am married with 2 kids, while my ex's relationship is apparently rocky and filled with fights. according to his sister, who still hasn't forgiven him. This is the best kind of petty revenge because you needed the stuff anyway, and it's just a bonus that it put him in an awkward situation. But what a jerk! Oh my god, what, like, I'm going to be a priest. That's not something you joke about. That's terrible. My uncle is a priest, so I think it's really, you know, that's good. If you believe in that and that's what you want to do, go ahead. But that's not something you use as an excuse. That's so pathetic. What a pathetic guy. Thank God it didn't work out with you and him because, oh my god. Okay, here's the next story. Petty revenge on petty landlord. I have a number of petty revenge stories about my property manager and the terrible company she works for. I live in a quiet, low-rise apartment with mostly older people and few kids or partiers. Never had to call in a noise complaint. But these new owners installed video surveillance throughout the building and constantly sent letters about all kinds of petty things. They sent around a letter about dog etiquette, including a comment about not throwing poop bags in the lobby garbage can. They said etiquette, and yet it mentioned video surveillance and lawsuits. The super stopped me and said, "We know it's you throwing poop in the garbage." I said, "Where do you think it goes? It's in a bag, it doesn't smell. You throw it in the trash in the dumpster, and every dog owner throws the poop in the bag in the garbage or the dumpster. It's not illegal. Didn't know any rule existed. Don't you have anything better to do?" He said, "No, next time we catch you, you are in big trouble." I said, "Okay," and I stopped. I seldom did throw poopy sacks in the garbage since going through the lobby was not my usual route, just occasionally when I went to check the mail. But then I thought, F those guys, it's not illegal or any enforceable rule. I don't want to bow down to this crap. So I decided to mess with them. Every single night between 9 and 10 p.m, I would walk my dog, go through the lobby, check my mail, and throw the poop sack in the garbage. Finally, about a week later at 10 p.m, the super and property manager cornered me in the mailroom for throwing dog poop in the garbage when I was warned not to. I said, "Nope, I never throw dog poop in this garbage, but I'm not sure why you're here. It's not illegal." They ignored me. "We saw you throw a bag of poop in the garbage." "Nope, I certainly did not." So they went over to the garbage and pulled out the poopy sack. "See, we saw you throw this in the garbage. We have video." She points to the camera. I laugh and say, "Oh, I think we have a big misunderstanding here. Sure, this is a poopy sack, but there's no poop in it." I take it, open it up, and torn paper falls out. When I get my mail, I open it here, take a quick look, and then rip it up and put it in the poopy sack for security reasons. You know, identity theft. I never threw poop in this garbage. The super turns red. The property manager starts yelling at him in their native language. They storm off. No apologies, nothing. So I wasted their time stalking me out. Not even sure what they could have done next if there was poop in the sack. This also invalidated all their other video surveillance. I mean, I have to say, I get throwing dog poop in the lobby garbage is pretty disgusting because it's probably gonna stink up things. But better in the garbage than on the ground. Some people around here, you go on walks and they'll bag their dog's poop and then just leave the bag on the ground? Like, what is that? That's disgusting. It's so disgusting. Just put it in the bin. Really, really easy to put things in the bin.
Did you like those r/petty revenge stories read by me, Red? If you did, please give the video a like and don't forget to subscribe as well and click the notification bell so that you get reminded when I post a new video every day. Thank you very much for watching today. I really appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your day.